Good morning, children. Today we will learn to balance the redox reaction by the method which we call it as half reaction method. Half reaction method matlab you are dividing your redox reaction into the oxidation half reaction and reduction half reaction. Okay, previously how were we doing? We were not dividing them, we were directly keeping them together and trying to balance it. Now here you will be using oxidation half reaction and reduction half reaction. We will balance them separately and then we combine them. Okay, this half reaction method is also called as ion electron method. What is it called as? It is called as ion electron method. Okay, so let us start. The first step remains the same, that you have to write the equation in the proper form. Okay, Cr2O7 2 minus plus Fe plus 2 giving you Cr plus 3 plus Fe plus 3. ऐसा है. Here all of them are in the aqueous medium. Okay, I have not written, but you have it in the aqueous medium, all of them. Now, what is the second step? To assign the oxidation number, isn't it? So, we will assign oxidation number. यहाँ पे chromium, this reaction already we have done in the previous two methods, or that is acidic medium, basic medium, balancing by oxidation number method. So, you will get here plus 6. Okay, here you have plus 2, here you have plus 3, here you have plus 3. So, we have assigned oxidation number. Identify which is undergoing oxidation and which is undergoing reduction. Okay, that also you have to identify. So, we have to we observe here that 6 is going to 3 oxidation state for chromium. So, this is your reduction process and this particular is your oxidation process. Okay, so we have got our reduction reaction and our oxidation reaction. Our next step is to separate them. Okay, so let me separate them. Oxidation half reaction, okay, and you have reduction half reaction. दोनों मिल गया. हमारे पास ऑक्सीडेशन वाला रिएक्शन इज Fe plus 2 गोइंग इनटू Fe plus 3, है ना. ये पार्ट हुआ ना ऑक्सीडेशन. दिस इज योर ऑक्सीडेशन रिएक्शन. ओके, व्हाट्स योर रिडक्शन रिएक्शन? Cr2O7 2 minus goes to Cr plus 3. In your book, it is given as one after the other, that is first oxidation half reaction is balanced and then reduction half reaction is balanced and then combine. We will separate it in this manner and do it separately, compare and do it. So, it will be easier for us. Okay. Now, here what is the change in oxidation number you observe? Here this is oxidation and change in oxidation number, okay, or increase in oxidation number n will be equal to 1, isn't it? 2 से 3 जा रहा है, मतलब एक increase हुआ, so n will be equal to 1. Now, you know that n is equal to 1. This is an oxidation reaction. Now, in oxidation reaction, the electrons will be lost or gained according to the definition of electron transfer concept. Any reaction in which the electron is lost will be called as oxidation reaction. In the reaction where you have electrons gained will be called as reduction reaction, isn't it? तो अभी हमने ये बोला कि ये oxidation reaction है, मतलब electron should be lost. So, here the electron should be added into the right hand side. ठीक है, जब भी हम आयन इलेक्ट्रॉन मेथड से करते हैं, the steps have to be followed this way. You have to add the number of electrons to the right hand side. कितना इलेक्ट्रॉन्स ऐड करने का? इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इक्वल टू द n वैल्यू. So how do I have now? Fe plus 2 giving Fe plus 3 plus electron. ठीक है. Other way of understanding is that यहाँ पे Fe plus 2 चार्ज है, इधर भी मुझे उतना ही चार्ज चाहिए, तो Fe plus 3 चार्ज के लिए I should add 1 electron, isn't it? So minus 1 plus 3 will give you plus 2, तो चार्ज भी इक्वल हो जाता है. Followed this? There is no hydrogen and no oxygen on either side. So therefore we need not balance the H and O atoms. The next step would be that to balance the H and O atoms. So we don't have to do there because H and O is not involved there. Now come to our reduction half reaction. What do I have? My oxidation state of chromium, it is plus 6. Here you have oxidation state of chromium plus 3. So there is a decrease in oxidation number, okay? Decrease in oxidation number, N will be equal to 3. Got it? But this reduction or the decrease in oxidation number is for 1 chromium atom, but here we have 2 chromium atoms. So you should multiply here with 2, okay? Also you should make the number of atoms on either sides for the one which is undergoing oxidation or reduction equal होना चाहिए. तो यहाँ पे 2 chromium है, तो यहाँ पे भी 2 chromiums you should add. Clear? तो यहाँ पे N is equals to 3 into 2 आ गया, that is equal to 6. Now this is a reduction half reaction. Reduction half reaction मतलब you have to add electrons to the left hand side, that is in the reactant side. क्यों? क्योंकि their electrons are gained according to the definition. What is a reduction reaction according to electron transfer theory? It is the reaction in which the electrons are gained. Okay, so here you should add electrons on the left hand side. That is our next procedure. How many electrons should you add? 6 electrons. Okay, 6 electrons giving you 2 Cr plus 3. Again you can understand with the help of charge also. ये क्रोमियम के ऊपर कितना चार्ज है? प्लस 12 चार्ज होगा. ये दोनों क्रोमियम मिला के टोटल चार्ज ऑन क्रोमियम इट विल बी प्लस 12. ठीक है, और इधर कितना होगा? प्लस 6. सो टू मेक द प्लस 6 on either side it should be plus 6. I should add 6 negative charges so that I can get. Okay, or simply you understand इधर जो n का वैल्यू आता है that many number of electrons you should be adding. Either way you can understand. ठीक है, so you got your 6 electrons being added here. What is the next step? The next step, this was the third step where you divide into 2. Okay, now fourth step is to balance H and O. अब यहाँ पे एसिडिक मीडियम बोला है मैंने, तो एसिडिक मीडियम में we will balance to try to balance. How many oxygen atoms on the left hand side? There are 7. Right hand side none. So Cr2 O7 2 minus plus 6 electron gives you 2 Cr plus 3 plus 7 H2O. So I get 7 oxygen on the left hand side. Sorry, right hand side. How many hydrogens you have now on the right hand side? Because left hand side doesn't have any hydrogen. So 7 into 2, 14 hydrogens. That means I should add 14 H plus ions here. Isn't it? So hydrogen also 14, hydrogen 14, oxygen 7, chromium 2, 2 chromium. Okay. So we have balanced H and O atom. Either what should be the fourth step? Balance. यहाँ पे लिख देने का कि हाइड्रोजन एंड ऑक्सीजन आर नॉट इन्वॉल्व. ओके, नॉट इन्वॉल्व. क्लियर नो? ठीक है. नाउ व्हाट इज अवर नेक्स्ट स्टेप? नेक्स्ट स्टेप, is to make the number of electrons equal for oxidation and reduction half reactions. How many number of electrons do you see here? There are 6 electrons. Here how many number of electrons do you see? Only 1 electron. So to make them equal, I should multiply this oxidation half reaction by 6. So what do I have now? Make number of electrons for oxidation and reduction half reaction equal. Okay. So I multiply with 6. So I get 6 Fe plus 2 giving 6 Fe plus 3 plus 6 electron. So now I have electrons equal. So our next step is to add these oxidation and reduction reactions. Okay. So shall I add it here? Okay. After that I will come here. Okay. Please note it. Okay. See, both the oxidation and reduction half reaction I will add. Okay. So what will I do? 6 Fe plus 2 giving you 6 Fe plus 3 plus 6 electron, and your reduction half reaction, that is Cr2O7 minus plus 14H plus 6 electron gives you 2Cr plus 3 plus 7H2. Add karo. So what do I have? अब देखो ये 6 and 6 will get cancelled out. They are on the either side of the arrow, so it gets cancelled out. यहाँ पे 6 Fe plus 2 plus Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus gives you 6 Fe plus 3 plus 2Cr plus 3 plus 7H2O. So I have my final balanced equation in this manner. 6 Fe, 6 Fe. ठीक है? Cr2, 2 Cr यहाँ पे भी. Then you have how many oxygen here? 7 oxygen. Here also I have 7 oxygen, and hydrogen 14, hydrogen 14. Look for the charges now. How many positive charge I have? 12 positive charge. 12 plus 24. 12 plus 14 plus minus 2 charge. मतलब I have plus 12 charge, minus 2 charge and plus 14 charge. So total how much I have? 12 minus 2 is 10, 10 plus 14, 24 positive charge I have on the left hand side, and right hand side 18 plus 6, which is again 24 positive charge. So charges are also balanced. This you need not write, it is just for your understanding. You should check whether the charges are balanced or not. Have you followed? So this is how you should balance the reaction in the half reaction method, or we can call it as ion electron method. This we have done in the acidic medium. Okay. Similarly, you can even do it in the basic medium. Okay. So let us solve today few questions based on this concept only. Okay. You note this down first. Now look at this equation. Balance MnO4 minus plus I minus to give MnO2 plus I2 by the ion electron method in basic medium. Okay. So now instead of H plus and H2O, you should be adding OH minus and H2O, because we are carrying out the reaction in the basic medium, in alkaline medium. Okay. So first and foremost, what is the first step? To write the equation in the proper manner. So MnO4 minus plus I minus giving you MnO2 plus I2. Assign oxidation number. Second step, assign oxidation number the elements. ठीक है, oxidation number to the elements. So MnO4 minus plus I minus giving you MnO2 plus I2. Mn जो कि plus 7 हो जाता है in this case, and here Mn would be plus 4. Just check, x minus 4 will be equal to 0, which is x is equal to 4. Here x minus 8 is equal to minus 1, so x will be equal to plus 7. Here I is having a minus 1 charge, here I2 is going into the 0 oxidation state. Followed everyone? Okay. Now identify which is the oxidation reaction and which is the reduction reaction. ठीक है, so Mn is going from plus 7 to plus 4, so this is your reduction reaction. Okay, this is the reduction reaction, your N value is equal to 3, and I minus is going from minus 1 to 0, that means this is the oxidation reaction. Now what is our step? Key next step to separate out the oxidation and the reduction reaction. So that I am writing here, this is your oxidation half reaction, okay, and the other side we will put reduction half reaction. Okay. So next step we have to separate, so we will separate. Oxidation is I minus going into the I2 form. Okay, this is the reaction, and what is the next reduction reaction? MnO4 minus going into MnO2 form. Okay, so this is how you get your equations. Now the next step is to add the number of electrons. Now what is the number of electrons you will add? It depends on what? It depends on the value of N. Here it is minus 1, here it is 0, that means the N value should be equal to 1. Okay, and since I minus is undergoing the change, I will put a 2 here. Okay. Followed everyone? Now you see, ये जो चार्ज -1 है वो किसके लिए है? It is for 1 I minus. So ये जो charge for 2 ions, it will be equal to 2. ठीक है? And what should be the number of electrons added here? It should be 2 electrons. Okay? So add 2 electrons on RHS. So I have 2 I minus giving I2 plus 2 electron. Okay. Followed everyone? Okay. Now here what is the situation? Here Mn is with plus 7 oxidation state, plus 3, matlab N is equal to 3 here. So where should I add the 3 electrons? To the left hand side. So I add MnO4 minus plus 3 electrons giving you MnO2. Okay? Okay. So now what is our next step? To find out the number of oxygen and the number of hydrogen and balance them. What is the oxygen you find here? Here you have 4 oxygens. Here you have 2 oxygens. So I will add H2O. How many H2O? I have to add, I want 2 oxygens. So I will add 2 H2O here. ठीक है? So when I add 2 H2O, I get 4 oxygen here, 4 oxygen here. Okay? But then what about the hydrogen there? So if I want to have hydrogen, I should add here OH minus. So 4 hydrogen hai, so 4 OH minus I will put. 4 OH minus. Okay. But again there is an unbalance here, isn't it? यहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन कितना हो जाता है, 8 हो जा रहा है, यहाँ पे कितना हो रहा है, it is only 4. Okay, can you observe here, MnO2, 2 plus 2, 4 here, but here you have 8 oxygens. Okay, so in that case what will you do? We have to think how can we adjust this so that both the sides you have same number of oxygen and same number of hydrogen. Okay. Now when I write it this way, it will not give us the proper number of hydrogens and oxygen. So what do? I will just change. Okay, to make 4 number of oxygens, I have to have 2 more oxygen here. So I will put it as 2OH minus. But then if I have 2OH minus, then I should have H2O here, isn't it? But again it is unbalanced. Then see here oxygen is 4, here oxygen 5 हो जा रहा है. तो अगर मैं यहाँ पे 2H2O डालूँ तो टोटल ऑक्सीजन मेरे पास कितना आता है, 4 plus 2 6 ऑक्सीजन आते हैं. लेकिन यहाँ पे how many oxygens are there total? 2 plus 2, 4. So if I put, I want 6 oxygen. So if I put this way, 4 OH minus, how many hydrogens do I see here? I see here 4 hydrogen and how many oxygens? 2 plus 4, 6. यहाँ पे भी मुझे 6 oxygens दिख रहे हैं, isn't it? So both are now balanced. ठीक है? What is the next step? Next step is to make the number of electrons for oxidation and reduction half reactions equal. अब यहाँ पे 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन है, यहाँ पे 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन है. To make them equal, I should multiply this equation with 3 and I should multiply this equation with 2. ठीक है? तो कैसे मिलेगा मुझे यहाँ पे इक्वेशन? I will get 6I minus with 3I2 plus 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन, ऐसा मिला मुझे. अब इस पर्टिकुलर इक्वेशन के लिए आई हैव 2MnO4 माइनस प्लस 2 इंटू 2 4 हो गया, दैट इज 4H2O प्लस 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन गिविंग 2MnO2 plus 8OH minus. So I have got the oxidation and reduction half reaction. Our next step is to add the 2 half reactions. Okay. So next step, this was the 4th step, 5th step, add the 2 reactions, that is 6I minus 3I2 plus 6 electron 2MnO4 minus plus 4H2O plus 6 electron giving 2MnO2 plus 8OH minus. अब ये देखो, यहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रॉन इज ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड, हियर इलेक्ट्रॉन इज ऑन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, बोथ आर सेम इन नंबर, तो कैंसिल आउट हो जाएगा. सो व्हाट इज योर फाइनल इक्वेशन? योर फाइनल इक्वेशन इज 6I minus plus 2MnO4 minus plus 4H2O gives 3I2 plus 2MnO2 plus 8OH minus. So now let us check whether everything is balanced or not. 6I, here also 6I, okay. 2Mn, 2Mn, okay. O4 है, 4 into 2 8, 8 plus 4 12 oxygen, here also 8 plus 4 12 oxygen. How many hydrogen? 4 into 2 8, here also 8 hydrogen, okay. Now look for the charges. It is 6I minus and 2I minus, total minus 8 charge है, वहाँ पे भी minus 8 charge है. So charges are also balanced here. Okay, so you have to be very careful while adding the H2 and OH minus. That is the only difficult thing here. Okay, Okay, note down. Now you have to balance this equation in the basic medium by ion electron method. Okay, so we will do this also. Cl2O7 is the first step, plus H2O2 giving Cl O2 minus plus O2. पहले लिख लिया हमने, ठीक है. सेकेंड इक्वेशन, सेकेंड स्टेप, वी विल assign oxidation numbers. Okay, यहाँ पे it is 2x minus 14 is equal to 0. So x will be equal to 7 only, no? So Cl has a plus 7 oxidation state here. ठीक है, हाइड्रोजन का तो +1 ही रहेगा, लेकिन यहाँ पे पेरोक्साइड फॉर्म है ऑक्सीजन का, इसीलिए -1 हो जाएगा. यहाँ Cl will have what oxidation state? It is x minus 4 is equals to -1. So x will be equal to 3 और यहाँ पे it will be in the 0 oxidation form. Okay. So here 2x minus 14 is equal to 0. So 2x will be equal to 14, x is equal to 7. Here x minus 4 is equal to -1. So x is equals to 4 minus 1, which is equal to 3. So which is your oxidation and which is your reduction? You come to know here itself. This is your reduction process and this is your oxidation process. ठीक है, our next step is to separate out, isn't it? So I will separate out the oxidation half reaction, and this is your reduction half reaction. Okay, so what is oxidation half reaction? It is H2O2 going into O2 form. Okay, reduction half reaction is Cl2O7 going to ClO2 minus form. Okay, now here what is the N value? Here N is equal to 1 because the change in oxidation number is from -1 to 0. So N is equal to 1, but since there are 2 oxygens, so N will be equal to 2. ठीक है, यहाँ पे here it is plus 7, here it is plus 3. So change in oxidation number, your N value is equal to 4, isn't it? अब ये oxidation reaction है, मतलब यहाँ पे electron will be added to the right hand side. So H2O2 gives O2 plus 2 electron. Okay, यहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन, दोनों ऑक्सीजन के ऊपर टोटल नेगेटिव चार्ज -2 है, तो यहाँ पे भी मुझे -2 चाहिए. सो आई गेट इट एज -2. ठीक है, हियर द डिक्रीज इन द ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर इज 4, that is 7 going into +3 oxidation state. So decrease in oxidation number is 4. So N is equals to 4. लेकिन यहाँ पे 2 क्लोरीन है, इसलिए I have to multiply it with 2 and I have to get my N value as 8. Now where should I add my 8 electrons? On the left hand side, because this is a reduction reaction. So I have Cl2O7 plus 8 electron giving you, here also 2 Cl है, मतलब मुझे यहाँ पे 2 Cl लिखना पड़ेगा. ओके, 2 ClO2 माइनस. ठीक है, अब देखो यहाँ पे मेरे पास कितना ऑक्सीजन है? 7 ऑक्सीजन. इधर मेरे पास कितना है? 4 ऑक्सीजन. मतलब कितना ऑक्सीजन? आई वॉन्ट मोर. आई शुड हैव 3 oxygen more here. So if I put here 3 OH minus, ठीक है, H2O. So I have 10 oxygens here, 7 plus 3 10. ठीक है, तो इस तरफ भी मुझे 10 चाहिए, लेकिन ऑलरेडी इधर मेरे पास क्या है? 4 ऑक्सीजन्स है, और यहाँ पे इफ आई पुट 4 है, मुझे 10 चाहिए, तो मैं यहाँ 6 लगा सकती हूँ ना. सो 6 OH माइनस आई विल गेट. ओके, So what do I have now? Cl2O7 plus 8 electron plus 3 H2O giving 2 ClO2 minus plus 6 OH minus. See hydrogen 6 here, here also hydrogen 6, oxygen 3 here, plus 7 10 हो गया, यहाँ पे 4 plus 6 10. So this side H and OH is balanced here. Okay. So this side how are you going to balance the H and OH? H and oxygen atom, see H2O2. Here this is in short of 2 oxygens. So if I write it O2 plus H2O if I put here, so oxygen how much? 2 oxygen, 2 oxygen, ठीक है. लेकिन हाइड्रोजन कितना हो गया? 4 हाइड्रोजन हो गया, यहाँ पे 2 ही हाइड्रोजन है. सो इफ आई पुट 2 OH माइनस, ऑक्सीजन भी 2 है, 2 plus 2 4, हियर 2 plus 2 4, बैलेंस हो गया ना. और H हाइड्रोजन भी बैलेंस हो गया, 2 हाइड्रोजन एंड 2 हाइड्रोजन, टोटल 4 हाइड्रोजन, ठीक है, प्लस 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन. नाउ व्हाट इज आवर स्टेप नेक्स्ट? Next step is to add these two reactions. We have balanced both hydrogen and oxygen. Okay. So now what is the next step? Adding the two reactions. So you have what? H2O2 plus 2OH minus giving you O2 plus 2H2O plus 2 electron. Okay. And what is the next one? It is Cl2O7 plus 3H2O plus 8 electrons giving 2Cl O2 minus plus 6OH minus. अब देखो यहाँ पे 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन है, यहाँ पे 2 ही इलेक्ट्रॉन है. सो यू शुड मल्टीप्लाई दिस होल इक्वेशन विथ 4 so that you get the number of electrons for oxidation and reduction equal. So I have 4 H2O2 plus 8 OH minus giving 4 O2 plus 8 H2O plus 8 electron. Okay, and below you have Cl2O7 plus 3 H2O giving or plus 8 electron giving you 2 ClO2 minus plus 6 OH minus. Got it everyone? Okay. अब ऐड करते हुए what is the final equation you will get? It is 4H2O2 plus Cl2O7. Okay. अब देखो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में भी OH माइनस है, राइट हैंड साइड में भी OH माइनस है. So you can simplify it and write here it as 2OH minus, isn't it? Also you have H2 on the left hand side, H2 on the right hand side also. So you can write, simplify and write it as 4O2 plus 2ClO2 minus plus 5H2O, isn't it? 8 minus 3 5H2O हो जाएगा. और this 8 OH minus minus 6 it will give you 2 OH minus. So this is our final equation. ठीक है, just check all the hydrogens, chlorines, oxygens are same or not. Here you have 4 into 2 8, 8 plus 2 10 hydrogens you have here 10 hydrogen. Okay, oxygen कितना है? 4 into 2 8 plus 7 15 plus 1 plus 2 17. So how many oxygens here? You have 4 into 2 8, 8 plus 4 12, 12 plus 5 17. ठीक है. Charges, you see how many charges you can see here? You have 2 negative charge, here also you have 2 negative charge. Okay, Cl भी 2 है इधर, so that is also balanced. So all the atoms, all the charges are balanced here. Okay. So this is how you should be balancing the equations. Basic medium में it is little bit difficult, but you should be able to do it. Okay, with practice it will come. Okay. Thank you.